Another UFO metallic sphere has fallen out of the sky and landed this time in the United States in another bombshell UFO footage that was caught live on TikTok. Yes, this was caught on live stream. Yet again, these people are touching this craft that came out of the sky with their bare hands. That part makes no sense to me, but sit back on the couch and enjoy this.
It's going down. Hold on. Fuck it. Dude, do you hear that? I think I gotta cut the live, dude. I'm not joking. Hold on. Babe. Tell my mom where we are. Dude. Holy shit. I thought that was hot. That's fucking freezing, bro. That's a solid fucking rock, fucking metal fucking thing. That's like scratched in there. That's weird. Literally warm. Yeah.
That is fascinating, and y'all, it just occurred, meaning updates are still coming in. Once I get an exact location, I'll update you guys. If I see anything fishy, I'll also update you guys for that. But it's blowing me away because although we were a little iffy on the Buga Sphere, that looks just like the Buga Sphere, including some of the etches. And for those who don't remember, this was the Buga Sphere. Smash like and check this out.
Once again, a sphere has been recorded in the high mountain region of Yumbo, Colombia. The team from Cazadores de Ovnis Colombia obtained this new footage using a sports camera with a hard drive, which was left in a remote area of the countryside. After reviewing several hours of footage, they were able to locate the exact moment when a metallic-looking sphere crossed the camera's field of view twice. David Velez and William Sinuga are astonished as the evidence is truly striking.
Well, the exact date, we don't have it because there was so much footage. Just imagine 1,176 hours of video, exactly. So he took it and trimmed it. I don't know what program he used. He trimmed the image a bit to frame it better around where the sphere passed through the sky because the wind had shifted the camera and it ended up pointing more toward the ground where we had placed it. That's why you see that branch cutting across the view.
The original shot was wider, but during editing, they zoomed in on the exact angle where the sighting occurred. In the footage at normal speed, you can see the sphere descending, and just before leaving the frame, it changes direction. A few seconds later, it returns in the opposite direction, and the camera captures that moment. In slow motion and with an even closer zoom, you can clearly observe the object in detail. The sphere reflects green from the trees on its underside, while the top shines from sunlight. This is a compelling piece of evidence supporting the presence of these spheres, similar to what was seen in Alto Bonito, Buga. These non-human objects hover very close to the ground. Now, let's look at the analysis conducted in Italy by the Italo-Guatemalan Research and Analysis Team, composed of Jose Manrique Godoy, Giuseppe Urecia, and Alessandro Cattaneo.
We had the opportunity to analyze a video recorded in Mulalo, Yumbo, Colombia, by our friends at Cazadores de Ovnis Latinoamérica. The video provided to us underwent technical forensic analysis, graphic, visual, and audio analysis, metadata extraction, trajectory study, frame-by-frame analysis, and comparison with natural phenomena and known man-made technologies. In the visual analysis, By applying techniques such as slow motion, we were able to identify the progressive evolution of environmental reflections on the lower part of the sphere, where it is levitating. As the sphere moves, the reflections change based on its movement. Additionally, during the second pass of the sphere, by slowing down the footage and freezing the frame, we were able to detect the presence of what is known as a belt, identical to the one seen on the Buga Sphere, and on another sphere also recorded in Yumbo, Colombia by William Zuniga. Furthermore, no anomalies were found in the video. There is no evidence of visual or audio manipulation, no AI generation, no editing software, CGI, or special effects. The video stream is intact, with no suspicious cuts or splices. In the audio analysis, no sounds were found that could be attributed to drones or any kind of engine-powered aerial vehicle. From the metadata analysis, we can confirm that the video file is original, authentic, and unaltered, and it is compatible with being recorded using an action cam, more specifically, a GoPro. There are no signs of re-encoding or editing software manipulation. In conclusion, based on the codec type AVC HBOT264, which is common in action cams including GoPros, the pixel resolution of 540 by 960 is typical of videos recorded with action cameras or GoPros. The frame rate of 30 frames per second is standard in many cameras, including GoPros, and the absence of metadata parameters that might indicate any kind of manipulation or the use of artificial intelligence to generate this video allows us to conclude that the footage we are observing is completely authentic.
The analyses confirm that the evidence is not only real, but involves advanced technology, captured by the Cazadores de Ovnis Colombia team. This clearly suggests that something is happening in these regions where the spheres appear to move, as if searching for something.
That they found that the optical fibers are not connected by cable inside. They may have a cable in the area of this hole that is filled with black polymer around it, but the hypothesis is that the optical figures are connected to the entire structure, and then this entire structure, as if they were thousands of eyes together, becomes one. Imagine it as if it were a big eye seeing and sensing everything. So this, of course, they were very impressed. It's also something that will have to be proven, but I think they're going to be closer to that than to the conventional.
Now you can't tell me those two things aren't very similar, and they're not the only sightings of metallic spheres in the sky. So what is going on? I'm still blown away, y'all, and if you've made it this far, smash that like. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to binge some of the other ones. I'll see you in the next one.